Hey everyone, today I have an upper body and core resistance band workout for you, and it'll take you just under 25 minutes to complete. This workout is going to use the same structure as our lower body resistance band workout from last week, and if you're looking for a full body workout, you could always do the two back to back. It would take you about an hour, but I will link to that one below. So we're going to break this workout up into 3 circuits. In each circuit, I'm going to give you 3 exercises, and we will go through them 4 times. For the first 2 circuits, we're going to stay on each exercise for 30 seconds, and you do all 3 exercises back to back, then you rest for 15 seconds before repeating. In the 3rd circuit, we're going to do intervals of 35 seconds instead of 30, just to give you a little more time to transition between exercise and exercise. For equipment, all you're going to need is a resistance band loop. Now, as far as how heavy to go with your resistance band choice, I wouldn't go too heavy. You're going to need a fairly big range of motion for some of these exercises. We'll be doing lat pull downs. We'll also be in a plank position at one point doing leg sweeps. So not too light, but definitely not too heavy. Before each circuit, I will give you a preview of the exercises and I will show you how to modify them. As with all workouts, you want to make sure you're properly warmed up beforehand and always listen to your body, stopping as needed. I have 2 warm-ups on my channel that I'll link to below, or you could do your own. If you're new to my channel, I don't play music in the background because I want you to be able to listen to whatever songs you like. So you might want to get a TV show or a playlist queued up. And with all that said, let's get to the first 3 exercises. Okay, so to start, we are going to have the resistance band around our forearms, a couple inches below your wrists. And anytime we're doing standing upper body work, you want to make sure you have a sturdy base. So what you're not doing is you're not locking out the knees and dumping the pelvic bone forward. I want softness to the knees, low abs draw up and in, knit your ribs together. So this is the alignment I want throughout all the exercises. All right, so we're going to start with that bent row with that, bent raise with that high row. Get your resistance band ready, 30 seconds on the clock. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So 90-degree bend with those elbows and then lift them up, pull them back, forward, and lower. That high row at the top is pretty small, okay? So I'll show you from the sides. You're lifting up and then it's just a couple inches back, thinking of squeezing the shoulder blades together and lower. When you pull back and squeeze your shoulder blades together though, don't counteract that by puffing out through your rib cage, okay? Remember, active core throughout this. All right, now we're going to hold the 90-degree bend up here, and we have shoulder shapers, and we're going to alternate side to side. If this feels too easy, you could do both arms together, but fair warning, that resistance band is going to kind of go right into your face. So I would alternate arms if possible. If you need to grab a heavier resistance band loop, that is an option. So when you're pulling the elbow apart, you're focusing on this arm, but the stationary side is working too, okay? You got to resist the movement. Okay, now we're going to do an overhead press, pull apart at the top. Shoulder press, pull at the top, in, lower. Now I want tension on that resistance band loop the whole time. So when you come down, your hands shouldn't be in here, okay? Tight. When you lift up overhead, try not to shrug your shoulders, okay? So we're not lifting them up towards our ears. Core in tight, soft bend to those knees. 15 seconds, shake it out. 3 more times to go. It's a little repetitive, but sometimes repetition is the most effective way to really burn out a muscle group. So roll the shoulder blades down your back, and we lift and pull. Bent raise, high row. So these are exercises and sequences you've probably seen in other upper body resistance band workouts of mine. It's kind of a case where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a really effective 3 exercises to do in a row, but our next 2 circuits, don't worry, you'll see some different stuff. All right, hold up, alternating shoulder shapers, one at a time. Your goal as you do these is to not let those elbows drop below chest height. So we're not letting them come down here. And when you come to center, we're not letting that resistance band go slack. So keep tension on it the whole time. Press, pull apart at the top. Lift, pull. Anytime we go overhead, really make sure you're not dumping into that low back, okay? Core and tight. Whew, that burn is starting to build up. Whew, shake it out, 15 seconds. All right, we're at the halfway point. You got to do that twice more. And I'm in it with you guys. I'm feeling that burn. If you are not feeling the burn, then you are not using a heavy enough resistance band loop, and you need to grab a heavier one, okay? So maintaining that 90-degree bend as we lift and lower. So the shape of my arm doesn't change. The position of it does. So you're lifting that elbow up, almost like a wing. Man, that 15 seconds of rest does not feel like long enough, right? All right, hold it up. Shoulder shapers, alternate sides. Oh, I got that little shake starting to kick in. So I don't care so much about how many reps you get in. I want quality over quantity. As you pull that forearm apart, think of squeezing the shoulder blade into center. Soft bend to those knees, core in tight. I know I'm a broken record, but as we get tired, form starts to slip. Shoulder press, pull apart, bring it back, lower in front of you. Lift, pull, in, down. Don't lose the tension on that loop, okay? Oh man, these resistance band loop workouts always get me with the upper body. Rest. Okay, we got to do that one final time. You got this. Shake out your arms. 15 seconds is going to go by quick though, so get it a couple inches below your wrist. We got that bent raise. Final time through. We got this. Let's go. 30 seconds. Lift, slide it back, forward, and lower. You'll notice I keep closing my eyes. For some reason, it helps me to just stay in it. All right, lift it up. Shoulder shapers. We're in our last 60 seconds of work. Woo, I'm feeling that burn. No slack on that loop. We can do this. We have just one more move to go. Stay with me. Your goal, don't let that loop go slack until the end, okay? You're too close to bail on yourself. We lift, we pull. It's 30 seconds. Let's go. Core in tight, glutes are active too, soft bend to your knees. Almost done with this circuit. We got this. And rest. Okay, I'm going to show you the next 3 exercises while you recover. So in this circuit, we're going to be isolating the same arm for all 3 exercises, and then at each set we'll alternate. So in total, you'll do 2 rounds on each arm. We'll start on the right side. So left arm is going to be your anchor to start. You're going to grip the resistance band loop and kind of punch your fist down in front of your groin, and then we will do the lateral raise on the right side. 30 seconds apiece. Circuit 2, we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1. So again, I know we already went over this on circuit 1, but anytime you're doing standing upper body work, you have soft bend to your knees and your core is active. We're lifting up to about shoulder height and lowering back down. Now, if you have any shoulder or rotator cuff issues and this feels weird, try it with your thumb rotated up to the ceiling. That slight rotation is going to bring your biceps into it a little more, and it can help. All right, now we're going to do a pull down. So again, that left arm is the anchor, and it's the right arm that is pulling down and up. Now I'll show you from the back. Think of pulling your elbow sort of behind your back, and picture that shoulder blade is sliding down your spine. Now when we head to the floor, still it's going to be that right arm that is rowing. Okay, plank position. Right arm is going to row, left leg kicks through. Bring it back to plank. So advanced, you are just hovering that left leg, but you can always put it on the ground like that to make it slightly more modified and a little easier for the obliques. Up to you. So right arm, left side obliques. And rest, 15 seconds here. So we're going to make our way back to standing, repeating that. Same thing, now the left side will be the focus, and our right arm will be that anchor. Chest is broad. Let's go. Starting with that lateral raise. Now when you lift that arm up, don't shrug your shoulder up to your ear, okay? Long neck. Relax that neck as much as possible. And it is always going to be quality over quantity, so I don't care how many reps you get in, but I do want continuous motion throughout the 30 seconds. Bring it overhead, and now we're pulling down. So even though the pull down, the focus is on this left side, you are going to feel your right arm working. It is your base. And we are not going to let the increase in tension cause our base arm to pull over, okay? So really lock it into place. Core is active, knit those ribs together. And again, you're not pulling down in front, think of pulling back, opening up the chest, sliding the shoulder blade down your spine. Make your way to the floor. We got that row kick through. So right leg kicks through, left elbow rows. Bring it back to center. Advance, that bottom leg is hovering. Slightly more support, just plant it on the ground, okay? Up to you. And rest. Okay, we are at the halfway point. We'll go back to isolating the right side. Lateral raise. So this circuit is kind of transitioning us, well, it's both upper body and core. And then our final third circuit will be more isolated with just core. Still upper body, but more core exercises. Pull down. Show you from the back. Squeeze that shoulder blade in and down. Pull and squeeze. Don't puff out through the ribs, core in tight, squeeze your seat, soft bend to the knees. Whew, okay, down to the floor. kick through, and when you're in this kick through, I really squeeze the obliques, lift the hip up, okay? So I don't want it to sag down towards the ground like that. Row kick through, lift, squeeze the obliques. Right arm rows, left side obliques are active. Ooh, almost fell there. That's good. And rest. Oh, shit. Okay, last time through. Left arm's the focus, right arm is the base. Broad chest, core active. Lateral raise. So last time you were going to see these exercises, lift and lower. Pull down. Ooh, I'm noticing my ribs puffing out. It's really easy to forget to engage the core on this one. Active abs. Left side is the focus, but you should feel that right shoulder burning too, holding the arm up like this. Okay, down to the ground last time. Ooh, what way am I going? Kick through, row across your chest, back through center. We got it. Final 30 seconds of this circuit. This stationary side, your right arm, make sure you're not sinking into that bottom shoulder. So really push the ground away, long neck. And done. Okay, I'm going to show you the final 3 exercises for our last circuit. To start, we're going to have the resistance band loop around our feet, and I want you to listen to my right versus left cues, okay? Because it might be a little confusing. We're going to isolate the right side, center, right side. Second set, left side, center, left side, okay? So just to make sure you don't mess it up, listen to my cues. We're going to start with the right side. So resistance band around your feet, right forearm down. We're going to find a side plank position. So right forearm, right foot down. We'll do a top crunch. 35 seconds on the clock. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So we're crunching the left elbow and left knee in towards each other. So while this is moving, and we are definitely feeling it on our left side, the focus here is going to be your right side obliques. Now, if you're up for a challenge, you're going to keep this top leg hovering the whole time. If it gets to be too much, put the foot down on top, rest for a second, and then crunch it back in. I care more that you're keeping your hips lifted than I do about you keeping your top leg hovering. With your bottom shoulder, make sure you're pushing that floor away. Oops, sit down. We're going to come into a V-up row. So the resistance band is still around your feet. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. And from here, you are rolling those elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. So think long spine, open chest. Chin is off of chest, so I don't want you rounding. And as you roll those elbows back, you're thinking of squeezing your shoulder blades together. We're going to come into a plank up next. Okay, So the resistance band is on your right foot and around your right arm. You're going to come into a plank and we are going to do leg sweeps. So that right leg is sweeping forward and back. So you're going to feel your right side obliques contract and really have to work. This one is tough. If you need to drop your left knee down into a tabletop, go for it. Now don't worry about keeping your leg at hip height as you sweep it forward. It's okay if it comes to the floor, but don't rest it on the ground. And rest. Okay, 15 seconds here. We're going to repeat that other side. So the resistance band is going around your feet. Left side obliques will be the focus. Left forearm down, top crunch. Squeezing through your right side obliques. Really try to bring your right elbow and right knee to touch, okay? I want you to have to pull against that resistance band loop. If the issue is your bottom shoulder, take your top hand onto the floor and use it for support and just focus on keeping the hips lifted and that top crunch. All right, come to seated. We're in that V-up position. Grab the resistance band. Legs are straight, chest lifted, and roll those elbows back. If this is too heavy, just bend your knees, okay? Come into a bent leg position and row from there. Coming up, keep the band on your left foot. Left foot, left arm. All right, we're gonna come to that high plank position. This is the toughie. Not that the others are easy, but woo, this one is challenging. And we're sweeping the leg forward, pressing it back. When you sweep it back, I want you to focus on squeezing your glutes, okay? So you're gonna feel the side body. It's also glutes here. Oh, rest. Man, that is a tough one. Okay, start from the top. Band is around both feet. Left forearm will be down. Oh, the other side. Right forearm will be down. We're going to come to that side plank. And top crunch. Left elbow to left knee, squeezing through your right side obliques. Advanced, you're keeping that bottom leg hovering. If you need to modify, put that foot down to the ground. Or again, you can always drop this bottom knee like a kickstand. If you do that, you can always just ditch the resistance band and just focus on that body weight top crunch. All right, find that boat pose position. Legs are straight. Long spine, and we row. Picture you're knitting your ribs together, and you could grow long through the spine. Coming up, you're going to keep the band on your right foot and around your right arm. Okay, let's go. We got that killer move. Last time we're gonna do it on this side. Find your high plank, hands are stacked right under your shoulders. Squeeze your quads and glutes, and we sweep that right leg forward and back. We're trying to keep the leg hovering, but again, I don't care if it brushes against the floor. Oh, rest. One more time through it. We can do this. Whew. The motivational talk is just as much for me as it is for you right now. Left forearm down. Oop, let's go. Last time through these exercises. Whew, we are done with this workout after this. V up, or not a V up, but find that boat pose, that kind of V shape. Gonna grab the resistance band, and we row. Thinking of squeezing the shoulder blades together, so you're working the posterior side, but as well as your front side, so core is active. Okay, left foot, left hand. Final 35 seconds, let's go. We find that plank position and we go into those sweeps. For anyone who takes my B-tone class, this is kind of like table sweeps, but without the machine. Oh, and in a plank. So it's a little more evil if that's possible. You got it right to the end. Oh, and done. Woo, awesome work. Hope you enjoyed this workout. If you did, you know the drill. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I will see you next week with another workout.